Hi, I'm Dr. Lisa Thompson of drlisamthompson.com, and I have a question for you. Are you struggling with getting any sales from your blog? You're getting the traffic, you're getting people to be reading and commenting on your posts, but you haven't taken them to the next step, which is converting those leads into sales. Well, pay close attention because in this video, we're going to be talking about how to use email follow-up to convert your targeted blog traffic. This is all part of a series on the pillars of targeted blog traffic. So often with home business owners, just putting up a blog with some content and sales links, and you expect to have people coming in and buying from you. You have to be thinking bigger, and there's really a strategy involved with blogging. And if you understand these pillars, it's really going to help you get targeted traffic that is going to want to convert into raving fan customers who buy from you over and over again, either as customers or they're going to want to join you in your business opportunity as a rep or distributor. So the pillars of targeted blog traffic are, of course, you've got to have the right content that your market wants. Then you want to do SEO or keyword research. Then we talked about power networking or getting on a guest blog, blogging on some of the other authority blogs in your niche. Then you can learn how to establish yourself as an authority and expert. From there, we have email and follow-up, backlinks, and social syndication. Today, we're focusing on email and follow-up. Now, if you haven't watched the past 3 videos, I highly recommend that you pause this video right now, go and watch those videos, because this is going to give you an understanding of how email and follow-up is going to work. Now, some of you are thinking, well, Doc, what does email marketing have to do with blogging? Let me explain. I want you to understand this formula. I want you to commit this formula to memory, because this is how people, the top earners, are making money and having long-term success in their home business. BA plus EA equals SA. That means you must build an audience and engage your audience before you can sell to your audience. Now, when we are looking at the first 3 videos we talked about in this series, that was all about building an audience. You know, you have to create content that your audience is going to want to read. You also want to be using keywords that you're anticipating what your market is typing into Google of what they want to learn or what the problem they want solved. So that is all part of it. And then power networking or doing guest blogging is another way that you're building an audience, especially if you're brand new and you don't have time to be creating consistent blogging on a daily basis. And you don't have the money to be spending on paid targeted traffic. So that's all about building an audience. Now we're going to be focusing on today with email and follow-ups is engaging your audience. And then once you've done these 2 elements successfully, then you can sell to your audience, because people do business with those who they know, like, and trust. And you need to be spending 90% of your marketing efforts building and engaging your audience, and only 10% on selling to your audience. This is all about multi-touch marketing. And I learned this from one of my very good friends and mentors, Mark Harbert. And he came up with the best definition of what multi-touch marketing is and why you need to be working on this. And this is so important with your blogging. What multi-touch marketing is, and this is Mark's definition, is that multi-touch marketing reaches your target audience with a consistent message in a variety of formats to reinforce your brand and message. It also maximizes your effectiveness by reaching out to your audience in a variety of ways at one time or at different times, depending upon your needs and your audience's needs. So why is multi-touch marketing so important? A couple of really key reasons here. First, Your audience is being pulled in every different direction, okay? They are being bombarded with Facebook, Twitter, other forms of social media, email, Facebook Messenger, text messaging. As a matter of fact, human brains' attention spans have drastically reduced over the last 10 years. The average attention span of a human being now is 8 seconds. A goldfish has an attention span of 9. So with that said, we need to, as home business owners and as marketers, we have to be able to provide our content in a variety of formats that's going to capture the attention of your audience. And most importantly, you want your audience to have a choice of where to take action, because this increases the return of investment on any action you're taking. And this is the most important thing. And this was a huge lesson. If you're in home business, very rarely are you going to get people to sign up and join your business or buy your product or become a customer on the first exposure. It is such a rarity. On average, you need to be giving them a minimum of 7 exposures for them to make a decision whether or not to buy. So with that said, we have to be providing valuable content and reaching our audience in a variety of formats. So some examples of multi-touch marketing are blogging. Obviously, we're going to get people to our blog using infographics, images, email, video, audio, and social list building. And right now, Facebook Messenger marketing is really becoming, it's one of the hottest trends right now in marketing. We're not going to be focusing on this in this video, but I want you to make sure that you are on my newsletter, because I'm going through a training right now with Facebook Messenger marketing with my mentor, Mark Harbert. And once I understand and learn Facebook Messenger marketing, I'm going to teach you guys how to use it as well. And I'm really excited to be learning how to use Facebook Messenger marketing to really build and engage my audience. So today we're going to be talking about email. Email marketing. And I learned this from another good mentor and good friend of mine, Diane Hockman, is building an email list is one of the most essential assets of your home business. It is essentially your home business insurance plan. Okay, if you learn how to build a responsive list, and that's all a part about building and engaging an audience. If you can get people to be actively looking forward to reading your emails, that list is going to take care of you in the times when the traffic isn't going to be coming through as consistently, or you're having attrition in your business. Your email is going to be the asset that is going to really keep your business moving forward. So how do you follow up with your email, especially with blogging? What you need to do is on your blog, and I'll show you in just a minute, is you have to have on your blog a way for your subscriber, all right, your audience, when they're looking at after they're done reading your content, you want to guide them to the next step, where you want to invite them to become a subscriber to your list. So you want them to have a place, so you'll have something on your blog on a sidebar where they're going to fill in their name and their email address in exchange for something valuable you're going to give them in return. Maybe it's a free report, a video, a podcast, or a webinar that they can get more information on how to solve a problem that they're having. So once they fill out this form, what the next thing that will happen is you need an autoresponder. It's one of the most important tools you need in your home business. And what the autoresponder does is that when people fill out this form on your blog, it's going to be connected to your autoresponder. This is a service that's just going to collect and store your audience's contact information. And then what happens there is step 3. You can then email your list, excuse me, to the autoresponder, where you're going to upload your emails to the autoresponder, and then the autoresponder is going to send out those emails at a time that you choose. This is so powerful because instead of you having to email every single person who opts in, you can email everybody at once, and the autoresponder does it for you. It's a huge time saver. So that is how email autoresponders work. Now, there are 3 big email autoresponder services out there. I use AWeber. That is the industry standard. Now, there is, I have to tell you, with your autoresponder, it's going to be a paid service. They have subscriptions. They are on a tiered base based on how many subscribers you have on your list. So do your homework and find which autoresponder service is going to meet your needs. Most plugins where you want to have the opt-in form, where people want to get on your list, they all have AWeber compliant, meaning all plugins are always going to integrate with AWeber. So that is why I use AWeber. I also use AWeber because it has the best customer service, hands down, and I've been a customer of theirs since 2010. Now, here's an example of how I use an opt-in form on my blog. Now, I have a premium plugin on my blog, and if you pay close attention, at the end of this video, I'll show you how to get this premium plugin. What I did is when people come and read my blog, I have on the sidebar this is a giveaway. It's a report that I made. It's called 5 Tools to Build a Thriving Online Business Even If You Have No Experience. And all people need to do is they fill in their name and their email address. And then what happens is the autoresponder, all right, I have everything uploaded as far as an email sequence, that is going to send an email with that PDF guide to my list, to the person who opts in. Now, I have it at the top of my blog here, but this plugin also you can put at the bottom of your blog. I have it at the top and the bottom because a lot of people will not scroll back up to opt in. So I have this at the bottom, which allows me to put a really quick 30-second video where I tell people, thanking them for reading my content, and then telling them to leave a comment, and then reminding them to pick up a copy of my guide. This is just another great way to capture leads. I get 8 to 10 leads per day from my blog having these opt-in forms on my posts. Now, here's some basic email marketing tips that I want you to understand when you're doing the follow-up with your list. Always follow the 80-20 rule. 80% of your email should be value-based with 20% promotion. That means every time you create a new blog post, and if you're doing it on a consistent basis, you want to immediately email your list that links to your new blog post. So the minute I'm done creating a blog post, I immediately go to my autoresponder, AWeber, and then I type in my email message on AWeber that says I created a new blog post, tell them what it's about, and I tell them to go there and read. Now, you want to be emailing your list every single day. You don't want your list to grow cold. Again, because people's attention spans are so short, you have to be always emailing them. But what if they get angry? You know what? I've had people unsubscribe saying that I give them too many emails, only to have a few days later they're opting back in because they miss my emails. Your list, if they love your content, they're going to always look forward to getting emails from you because they consider you a friend. Now, here's one tip I learned from another home business expert, Ray Higdon, is every Saturday I do a recap of the blog posts that they may have missed during the week because people are busy and they're not always checking their email all the time. So here's what I've done. This is an example of a Saturday blog post I put out, which says your free trainings. And I'll say, in case you missed it, here are some of the free trainings you may have missed last week. So then I'm going to go through and then I'll do a brief summary and then I'm going to put links to my blog post. Then what I do is if there's any type of big training or if there's additional course or a promotion where I want them to get more training that will help them, and it may be paid, it may be free. I'll put that as a PS, and then if people watch that training and if they purchase, I can get a commission. So that's just another way that I go in, and people love my recap, my weekly recaps. This is just a really great way to get more traffic exposure to your blog. Did you find this video helpful today? Leave a comment and share. And if you would like to know more information about really how to build your blog the correct way, learning more about the plugin that I just showed you here in this video, I want you to opt in and get my 32-page blogging guide. Go to drlisamthompson.com/blog mistakes, because in this guide, you're not only going to learn how to build your blog the correct way using the correct plugins and how to set up your blog so the search engines can find you, you're also going to learn about the 3 big mistakes to avoid that keep 90% of bloggers broke. So this is going to give you a tremendous advantage so that you can start generating leads and making money off of the 90% who say no to joining your business. So go to drlisamthompson.com/blog mistakes, and I will send that right over to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.